And hello, everybody, and welcome to the first round of the playoffs, the round of 32. And today, or the matchup of the week we got today is Miami of Ohio versus Marian University. I am Box Kimchi, and I am here today with Toaster to bring you tonight's action. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'm really excited to see what we have in store for the playoffs. Can't wait to get started and get this kicked off with the round of 32.
I remember it was like, it's not really the play. It's like week 8, basically. It's just another week of the regular season with some eliminations. But it's always exciting to get to those big do or die games and to get it out of the way early. We got the ad reads, baby. Always watch out for the first kill presented by Blue Light. Blue Light helps gamers enhance their performance while protecting their vision. Their specialized glasses protect eyes from blue light risks while maintaining necessary screen time and display preferences, ensuring both eye health and optimal gaming. And of course, we have this week's top 5. Sorry. Always remember to send in your favorite insane or silly highlights from the Midwest R6 matches of the week on Twitter at Midwest R6 or on Discord to be featured in next week's highlight reel.
Dirty.
They're planting over.
Dirty. Nice. Yeah, we see. Nice! Shit. Good shot! Holy... Yeah, thank you.
Lucci and Doobie down. It's 4v4.
A lot of damage from reserve. He's going to be tucked in the corner here. 50 seconds to go. They're going to have to execute. He's going to go down. The Raptors will be able to take J-Paul. 10 seconds remaining. Push out, and the execute's going to have to start. And we will see the half drop, but Rapid will get caught out. 5 seconds remaining. Going to have to go for the plant and the swing onto the half bar. 1 second remaining. Plant not going to go through it. The push on Cypher for a double kill.
In.
I'm flash. I'm not flash.
Nice.
He's still behind the shield. One rotating. Good pick. One rotating main, I believe.
I don't see anyone garage.
They're getting you high.
I'm running.
Also, two server. There's Sophia.
Oh.
Planting behind bomb.
Where's Bug?
Last one server.
Solar. Bottom solar. Ayana.
Oh my god, I'm tagged on bridge. There's one breach set.
In breach.
Half ball.
Down.
Oh, no!
Just a little update. I was informed that this is from last week, so remember to send in clips so we can actually have a new and improved top 5 for each week. Anyways, leading us into the lineups, we have Marian University, we have Ro, Bad Aim, Pains, Icy, and Zyrox. You can see a lot of the green there, but Bad Aim, I guess, kind of living up to his name with a not-so-hot KD or rating right now. Thought it was a bit of an ironic name, nonetheless. And the MVP is Pains with a 1.37 KDR, a 53 and almost 53.5 rating, a survival percentage of 33, and 122 total kills on the season. That's quite a lot for only 7 weeks. And the captain's words leading them into today's game against Miami: since birth.
Coming at you with the Redhawgs lineup, we have Flopper, Maniac, E-Phantom, Moibaho, and Zinc. We're looking at Zinc here, who's missing some stats, but overall, I mean, the stats preach a pretty good story here. We got, mostly positive KDs, pretty good ratings. The MVP, though, coming out of the Redhawgs is going to be E-Phantom. Here with a KD of 1.33, rating of 52.9, a survivability of 23%, and 137 total kills. So just kind of some players to keep an eye on. Definitely going to need to watch out for E-Phantom here. Speaking of E Phantom, words from their captain, devour. So they are looks like Miami is taking aim at Marian here.
Kind of a cringe quote, but no, we're gonna roll with it as we have today's maps. We're gonna open on Bank, head to Oregon, and if we are going to a game 3, we're gonna be going to Clubhouse to see who's going home and who will be advancing to the round of 16.
Yeah, I think the map picks here are pretty interesting, so I can't wait to get into them and see how each team attacks each different map.
These are pretty popular maps, and I can't wait to go to Oregon. I've mentioned it before on the stream. It is one of my favorite maps in Siege. I don't know, I just kind of always liked it. It was small, and there was a lot of gun shooty bang bang, so always a nice map to go back to, though. The rework actually is really good. I have nothing negative to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
But screw Oregon. We're going to Bank first. You looked into the numbers a little bit, didn't you? Or tried to look into the numbers?
Yeah, so this coming out as Miami's pick is not a surprise. I apologize. Oregon and Bank are Miami's 2 top maps, so we're really looking here to see Miami come out confidently, maybe take some gunfights, have some setups that they're comfortable with. Hopefully this familiarity will give them some confidence going into it.
I believe this is... Yes, it is Miami's map pick. So usually teams very comfortable with what they pick, obviously. Usually have some interesting strategies, very confident on it. As we are jumping into the ban phase here, and we didn't even get to see the first pick or the first ban, but it was Dokebi followed by Galaz. That one is a bit of a new one compared to Doke, who is very bannable.
Yeah, the glass ban is quite interesting. I'm not sure if they're trying to prevent some long angles outside lobby, maybe the rappel, or if they're trying to prevent maybe a smoke plant from server, something like that. Whatever it is, they do not want to deal with those smokes.
But Azami is more of the same even after the changes. Teams just don't want to deal with Azami's barriers, creating some really funky angles and interesting cover. And same goes for Fenrir, who continues to be one of the most banned operators in just all organized play.
Yeah, no surprise there. Bank is typically a pretty defense-heavy map. Taking off 2 heavy hitters like Azami and Fenrir off will hopefully soften it up for the attack. I'm hoping that maybe the attacking focus a little bit less on the utility game now that the Kiba barriers are gone, and they won't have to worry about the Fenrir traps either.
Ooh, a Capitao coming out. That's not something that's super popular. A bit of a, I wouldn't say it's spicy, but it's been showing up a lot more in Midwest R6 recently.
Yeah, I think Capital is pretty strong for the basement attack. You can fire out the red corridor to prevent any rotations. You can smoke plant in server. A lot of different things you can do there. But Miami actually opts to go to CEO first, which is quite interesting. I'm interested to see what they will do with the castle here. There's a couple different spots that you could set it up.
It's castle. Sorry, there's only so much you can do at castle.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're going to castle off maybe the site windows, like the inside site windows. So you can't just sledge it from outside. Looks like they're getting the stock ones as well.
Oh, just all stock. Okay.
That is crazy. I guess without a sledge, though, they are going to eat up some utility. Probably some Hibana pellets by the looks of it.
We did see them pivot off of the Ash and over to the double hard breach and off of the cap into the Lion. Seems that the cap probably was for a basement siege just in case. And with them knowing it's top floor, just pivot off real quick. Nice and easy.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, it looks like they are focusing their attention over to stock, which is why Hibana was picked. She's going to be so important to get rid of those castle barricades. Oh no, look at this! Zyrox on the Valk is being spotted out.
No, there's a roamer. They're just really droning out pretty heavily here, actually. Ace is droning as we keep flipping back. I believe Zink is just getting shot at right now.
Yeah, that is just...
good positioning by E Phantom there on the rappel as well. Surprise angle takes out Zyrox.
That was a great play. They spotted him on the camera, and they were waiting so patiently for that backstab from the Hibana. So that was a great play, great patience from Miami.
I know there's a hole in here. Nomad's going to be able to get in. They've punched holes in the wall, so they actually do have vision of the site here as well. But just watching behind, getting rid of prox alarms, I feel like that was a bit of a waste, but...
Yeah, the beeper goes off. Now they know there's one in stock. Perhaps there's a Valcam there. I mean, Nomad's got to be really careful about what's going on below.
They know Bad Aim's hiding right now, right inside Is that utility? I know it's supply. Ooh, Pains trying to peek balcony and just has to disengage.
Yeah, that was a smart call. You never want to take too many gunfights when you're aiming outside, especially down one. I think falling off was the right play there, but Zink is going to resume the action with a pick onto Icy.
Zink has completely, just freed himself. And there's Moibaho picking up one on Pains. The Lion Scan coming out 5v2 right now. It is...
Miami... Oops, sorry. Miami's
going
just...
to be really easy to collapse here for the Redhawgs.
They're just in full control right now. I mean, the defense are just kind of sitting there and letting it taking the damage. They're not really poking out. They're not flanking. They're not aggressing at all. They're just going to keep having their numbers dwindled low if they don't make any decisions.
Down to 1.5 health bars. Ro is being opened up on. They breached a hole in the wall, and it's all Bad Aim alone in the closet, and he is going to be found. Flawless round for Miami of Ohio to open this up. What? You can air jab yourself? I've never seen this situation play out before.
Yeah, really good attack by Miami. They isolated the roamers. They held their flanks. They basically did all the basics correct. They brought the extra util in case they needed it, and they didn't even really need it. They just won it based off of pure gunfights.
How did the Nomad get away with punching the hole in the... Did they never check stock?
I don't know. They had so much utility. They had information. They had beepers, they had cameras, they had Solus, but they just really were taken by surprise at every turn. So I really hope in this round here, maybe with the Mira coming out, that they start to use this intel game a little bit better.
I mean, Bad Aim didn't move all around. Zyrox didn't move, even after being spotted, just got gunned down from the window. I feel like they were too stationary, like you kind of mentioned in the middle of the round. They were just standing there,
Yeah,
just letting Miami advance just to create pressure points.
I agree. Really the only aggression we saw out of Marian was Solus taking a fight outside, and while I think falling off was the right play, after that there wasn't really any contestation to the attack.
IQ now gonna keep the Nomad too, so they know players have a tendency to run to the same spot over and over again if they know what they're not even just for a preset, just like hiding in certain spots. So if Zink thinks that Bad Aim possibly is hiding in the same spot, can't just fire an air jab into supply closet and try and punch him out again.
Yeah, I think the air jab going on supply closet is not a bad play at all. I mean, it's a very highly contested area. It is a place where defenders can flank out of, as there's usually a rotate into the long desk room and into CEO. So air jabbing off that door could really put a hinder on the rotations from the defense.
Just saw the biggest lineup to kill off a Valk cam ever, and I feel that in my soul. It is something I would do, just spend 10 seconds lining up a Valk cam shot. Oh, the loaf going down after the Thatcher nade entry has been... Oh yeah, they're covering CO again. They've thrown a loaf onto site and have torn down a wall, apparently.
Yeah, it's going to make this position for Icy on the Mira just a little bit harder to play, but I think they really need to focus on this Mira here with their aces. That wall's not a bad wall to get, but you still got the problem of the Mira to deal with.
Question is, do they know Icy's there? Because if they know Icy's there, they can bring in... They have the pressure to bring Baho onto, or just let him swing his own angle, really. Let him swing his own entry hole.
Yeah, and now we see Zink on the Nomad once again taking stock. I really like these air jab placements. He's not really using them for flanks. He's using them to cut off the rotates, which I think is so strong and could definitely catch defenders out by surprise.
Oh, Icy's taking down the Mira now too, so Icy is completely stuck behind a cabinet.
Yeah, he is definitely a rock in the hard place now, as E-Phantom starts to creep up on the janitor door.
Here.
Does he know the
He
mute is
sees
there?
Bad Aim. No! Oh, but Bad Aim misses the head, and clicks the head right off of the swing. That is brutal, but it's going to be Icy picking up the first kill for Marian here, and maybe with the even numbers, they have a chance.
Yep. Miami's not in a terrible position. I mean, we saw Moibaho get his ace charges down, so his job's basically done. It's really going to come down to if they can execute onto the site as we enter the last 30 seconds of the round.
Oh, Valk 2v1. That's not where you want to swing right there, and misfortunate timing, lack of information possibly, but Flopper's going to be traded back. It's Redhawgs, or Miami. They're going to start needing to get a little aggressive here.
Yeah, 3v3 coming down to 15 seconds. Soul is still below. Marian has done a great job so far trading out. Will they be able to halt the execute as E-Phantom hops in with the diffuser, getting the bomb down? Zink also pushes up, taking damage from the Mira, who falls off. Icy needs to deny this plant. But it's actually the Solus from below who denies it, even though he's on the desk. Isn't that crazy?
That could have worked so well. Opening up the hole, or opening up the floor with that first impact nade, just allowing a miracle, because if there just wasn't enough trade, if there was slightly less damage dealt there, the Ashe doesn't die, or doesn't get downed, the plant goes down, who knows what happens from there. They needed to run Solus all the way back up, or hope that the vert play was phenomenal to recover. It's just, so many things went perfectly right there for Marian, and that was tense.
Yeah, for sure. And I really think what Marian did better that round than in the previous round was their trades. As soon as Miami got a pick, Marian was there to trade it back. And that's the sort of aggression and the sort of congestion that they were missing in the first round. So hopefully now they can continue it with the second round. I'm seeing the Monty come out here for the security push. It's going to be quite the fight for Marian.
Bro keeps falling off the desk, I feel that. The Monty, is this going to be boring Monty or fun Monty? Because we've seen some absolutely psychotic Monty plays of just going, it's Lion. There's no Monty play.
Oh man, I'm questioning this a little bit. Monty's so strong now with the recent shield changes, and
Monty
this
was
site
strong
is
on the site anyways, yeah.
yeah, exactly. Before the changes, like this is just Monty's bread and butter. But perhaps they're not going for a security push anymore. Maybe they're trying to rotate off. Maybe they'll go lobby this time instead.
Maybe they're already starting, yeah. Zink already starting the droning game. Just gonna clear out these floors, check for any roamers. Boring, boring, standard stuff.
Yeah, quiet start so far. Looks like it is Pains on the Vigil, roaming on the 3rd floor. Hopefully he could try to delay as much time as possible, maybe get a pick here as MU starts to push in.
It's not a boss G, Pains. What are you doing?
No.
Has Pains found somebody? You hear the gunshots going off. Seems to find someone, I think, on 3rd floor.
Yeah, maybe a person,
tagged,
a drone.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah.
tagged. He's had to drop down now. Oh boy. This
Not a
is
bad play.
thrilling.
He's wasted a whole minute. You're giving the attackers the 3rd floor. They're still gonna have to drone you out again. So falling off there is definitely a smart play.
Probably did trade half of your health bar for it though, so it's a bit of a, you got to play a lot safer now.
That
Or at
is
least
true.
cover your angles and swing them properly and click heads, of course.
Yeah. Miami's stalling out a little bit here, trying to get more intel, droning out the roamers again. But it is Zink to kick things off this round with a pick onto Zyrox. Pains refrags though. Back to a 4v4 with 1:30 left.
Oh, and that was their line, so now they just have minimal intel, and E-Phantom drops down. I don't even know where E-Phantom actually died.
Yeah, what a roam from Pain so far. I mean, losing the Lion, it's going to be hard to pin down those roamers if that was your plan. Pain's able to find 2, though. That is definitely not what you want when you're trying to contest this roam.
Oh, Moi Bajo goes down. It's Icy now. 4v2. Oh,
Flopper
That was
finally
interesting.
finds Pains. Now the roam is dealt with. I'm not sure where Icy got the pickup. I'm not sure why there's no trade there, why he's just solo pushing, but Icy able to find a freebie there as well.
Icy pushing forwards, is staring into staff room. Oh, it's gonna be this is gonna be a jump scare moment.
Oh,
What are
checking.
you, Maniac? What are you aiming at?
Was he checking for cap cans? Was he checking for a trap? I'm not quite sure, but that was Ice, like the easiest gunfight for Icy's life ever.
Oh, that was a nice one. Hold up, bro. What? That was actually a really nice shot. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
But Marian, the aggression pays off. They've stalled so much time with the Vigil roam, and then they keep the trades, and then eventually actually get ahead in the kill count, and the pressure's on for the Redhawgs from there.
yeah. I mean, Pains used his Vigil scanner perfectly, making Miami redrone. They spent so much time trying to clear this roam, and he still got away with 2 picks. Like that is just a perfect A+ roam from Pains.
Oh, our client has changed. There we go. Interesting. Buck. So is vertical play going to be a factor here now? Or
Yeah.
Miami? The MUs are throwing me off, man.
Yeah, the MU versus MU showdown is a sight to behold for
It's like
sure.
Michigan all over again. That was a painful one. Oh, now you gotta actually watch for cap cans too. So, Maniac, you got this.
Yeah, the Oryx, though, is not something we see all the time. Oryx has kind of fallen out of the meta a little bit, but with Marian bringing the Oryx, I'm expecting them to be very fluid in their roam. Jump up a lot of hatches, be able to get out of engagements with his sprint. I'm looking to see some more aggression like they had last round.
Where is he opening, actually? Where is Payne's opening the round on?
Looks like he's just still making rotates in sight.
Making more rotates. That's what you gotta do with the Oryx dash. And now he's going on a journey.
Oh, yeah. Well,
On
the
to
push
garage.
from Miami's coming from Square, so hopefully Payne's teammates can communicate to him where the push is coming from and he can get back to where, like, a meaningful position.
Yeah, droning out top floor right now, looking for any roamers, as they are just going to go for a top down, a vertical clear.
Yes, hopefully they establish their flank cams, because if not, Payne's is going to be able to punish them pretty severely if they don't clear below.
Intrigued by the commitment to the Thatcher here. They've run it every round, and they have one hard breach. I don't know if it's super worth to bring the Thatch.
Yeah, especially for this site, there's not a whole lot Thatcher can deal with here. I mean, maybe he could disable some Capcan traps. Oh!
Elevator.
Yeah, that was perfect showcase of the Oryx ability. He hops up the elevator hatch and takes Zinc down to about a quarter HP.
This is they have so much anti-roam too, but it's Ro just gunning down. Or no, Payne's gunning down. What the heck? There's two trades going on at the same time. Maniac is dead, and Payne's is... He got E-Phantom there. Are you kidding me? He did enough damage with... I don't even know what the name of the gun is. T-something.
Yeah, that's... I mean, that's a tough situation for Miami. I'm questioning E-Phantom's aggression a little bit. You're solo vaulting over to try to contest the roam. I mean, try to bring a teammate with you. Get a trade. If he had someone watching his back, I mean, it would have been an even trade, but it wasn't. And now Miami's down 3-4.
Oof. Zinc gets 2, and Moibaho going to be put down by Xyrox. 1 shot, 1 kill.
Yeah, 2v3. Miami was able to bring it back within reach. Zinc going massive with 2 straight kills, but Payne's finds a second on the round as Flopper trades it back. 1v2 now. Flopper's going to have to clutch this out. The Thatcher that we were questioning before is going to have to find Payne's on low HP and Castle bunkered in sight.
They have no clear. They don't have any breach charges. Anything. Oh, Payne's. I don't think they heard the air jab, but maybe he did. But he's coming out the closet and he's picking off someone's head here. This is a weird final kill, but
yeah,
running.
Another great roam from Payne's. I mean, Miami has to settle down a little bit and talk about either they have to contest this roam head-on, get some roam clears, you know, maybe bring out the new operator Deimos, try to figure something out for this roam, or they have to ignore it and double down on their flank watch. That fluidity that Oryx brought was perfect that round. Jumping up hatches, jumping over railings, going to the basement, going through all 3 floors. He was all over the place, and Payne's just could not be pinned down.
Well, they did have anti-roam. They had 6 claymores. I don't think they placed a single one, though.
Yeah, that is a great point. I mean, if they put a claymore on the hatch...
They must have here.
Oh, yeah, perfect. I like, great adaptation from Miami. I'm hoping it works out for them. That was a great move. They are really, really doubling down on this roam here with Deimos and Jackal. So I think they definitely read the situation well. But like you said about the claymores, if they just brought it, put it on a hatch, Oryx could not jump up. He would have been blown up. So it's just they're not using their utility to the best of their abilities, if you get what I'm saying.
They also did not get to use a lot of their operator abilities. They lost Lion in round 2 or 3, so they just had no vision going forwards. And I guess that's kind of been a recurring issue for Miami. I keep calling them the Redhawgs, and I'm like, they're Miami.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the line is a pretty good anti-roam operator if you're using him correctly, but I just don't think they were getting the use out of him. So switching it out for a Jackal is a good play, in my opinion.
Oh my god. Maniac almost took his teammate's head off, but he allows Moibaho to do the work, and that's already an early pick into the round. And Miami's not onto site, but into the building.
Yeah, Zyrox was caught lacking. Miami took perfect control of that situation. They found a weak spot and they exploited it. I'm not sure if Zyrox is still setting up or what, but good on Miami to recognize that and aggress.
I think he heard them coming in, trying to come in through alley, so wanted to try and answer it. Did not expect 3 people to try and counter that, or to be pushing it.
Yeah, well, that is one roamer down. They still have to deal with Pains, and they are tracking him right now. So hopefully they can aggress this roam. It looks like they want to take the roam head on, so hopefully they can do that.
Opening up the hatch into the basement, and now using the Jackal, they've pinged Pains, and they are also pinging Deimos.
Tracked?
Yes, he was tracked by Jackal so that he could be tracked, but it doesn't matter if you put the trackers on him. He's still going to win the aim duel, and they know he's in the vault, and they're going to trade the kill. It's 4v3 now in favor of Miami.
Good refrag, good team play from the Redhawgs. I like that. They have not had that since the first round, so I think the communication and the roam clear were just on a higher level this round than it was before.
They have Ash. They could be opening this up. Icy just firing shots down the hallway. Not going to connect any of them. Could open the wall right next to him if he so chooses.
Yeah, this is interesting. It's a bit of a different setup. Now they aren't playing in Janitor, but instead blocked it off.
Oh.
Icy finds one onto Moibaho feet picks? Not
That's
sure where that
Maniac.
was. Oh, Maniac, okay.
Maniac's
I'll try to
playing on a
remember
different
that.
account right now, and Icy is picking up Moibaho himself. He's gonna get the triple by picking up Zinc there, and it is Flopper all alone, looking to save the team. 1v3 will shut down Icy. Gets the diffuser, and is there a potential? Is there potential here for a hero play?
Yeah, Flopper once again in a
I know he's there.
1v2.
Barbed wire. Oh,
Wait, he's what?
They're not covering him, but they're ready for him to jump in. Ro knew
Ro.
exactly where he was and make sure the 1v4, 1v3 doesn't come true.
Bro, where was
Oh.
the communication?
Ro
But-
just was like, oh, barbed wire. You could see because he turns to face the entry. Doesn't tell his teammate apparently, so ruins his KD.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the individual plays right now out of Marian are so good. When one person gets shut down, like in this round it was Pains and Zyrox, Icy steps up. Before, Pains was stepping up. I feel bad for Miami. They're doing a lot of things right. They just can't seem to do everything right at the same time.
Still not over the fact that Maniac is playing on that account, bro. That's crazy. And you called it.
Yeah, coming out with the Monty now, as of right now, not 6-picking yet. I think the Monty push here from Miami should work out. They were really struggling with the roam. Last round they dealt with the roam. They could not clear out power positions. Monty just kind of bypasses that. If they could just brute force their way into sight, I'm not sure if Marian will be able to respond.
Oh, they're pulling out the classic strategy of 6. It's only 6 impacts, so it's not quite the same as the 8 impacts that you would run on bank at a certain point. But still, 6 impacts, a C4. Monty is dying.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned because
Uh-oh.
if Miami can set up some good crossfires, it's going to be hard to throw those impacts, and they have really no other util to deny Monty right now, other than those impacts. So it's going to be up to Miami to establish crossfires and use maybe the gridlocks to prevent rotations.
Trying to just block one person's bullets in particular, but Maniac's still getting picked off there. Holy.
Yeah. You got to try to get rid of the shields. Oh no, what is happening? Why are you unshielding?
Use the power of the push, and it's going to be enough to get Phantom a double kill somehow.
I'm at a loss of words as to what just played out there, because quite frankly, I don't know what just happened.
They managed to shoot past the Monty. Then the Monty gets hyper aggressive. Phantom picks up a double. What?
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Pains is spotted on the window, and there's Skylight kill coming through. Moibaho. Making this 4v2.
I mean, this is what Miami needed. They just needed to get into Marian's faces and brute force their way through the site. They dealt with the power position of server. They dealt with the roamer. Now they can go for the execute. Zyrox does answer, finally, and limits it down to a 3v2. But like I said before, the crossfires come out. E-Phantom's good for 3.
Spam with the sniper rifle. It is unreal how fast you can spam that thing. Zyrox trying to cut somebody's head off. Doesn't get anything out of it, though. Now it's to retake 3v1 with a Monty.
Yeah, Monty post plant here. This is going to be tough for Zyrox. I mean, this round was really weird. I questioned Miami's plan to deal with the server shield by just like running up in their faces, but hey, it worked. So I guess I can't criticize too bad.
C4 doesn't work though, so Monty's gonna be a bigger pain to deal with now. And they have crossfire available on whenever they get to the diffuser. They are ready.
At this point, you have to deal with so much. It's just not gonna happen.
Zyrox, it's over. Accepted, and there's E-Phantom cleaning up the round. Is that a quad?
Yeah, I believe it was a 4K for E-Phantom. Great round for him. I mean, he really saved the round there, in my opinion. E-Phantom pushing up into server like that. The Monty was, I guess, the perfect distraction. You know, personally, I would have rather you cleared it with a Gone maybe, Buck's Gone, try to do something to get rid of that shield. But E-Phantom says, no, I'm going to walk in and shoot Thorn in the face. So, I mean, just the aggression there really kind of saved the round.
And now 4-2. That's much nicer than coming into a 5-1 split. You are going to defense, so you are expected to be a lot stronger, just based on how the game is designed. But still, 5-1 is very demoralizing. Knowing you have that extra bit of buffer room and kind of went the average is really nice to know. And definitely helps the brain enjoy the game a lot more and keep focused.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially now that we're in playoffs, the mental state, the mental game is going to be a huge factor. Going in 2-4, it's almost like rudimentary, you know? You expect that. You expect a 2-4. If you're going down 1-5 on your own map pick, though, there's bound to be tilts. You know, there's bound to be nervousness coming in rather than you're just sitting more comfortably with a 2-round cushion rather than a 1-round cushion.
Oh yeah, Ying's unbanned. I forgot about that. So, a lot of flashbangs going to be available on the side of Marian. They can flush out really well, especially with only Wamai as the anti-nade or anti-util really, which is less anti-util, more of place it right, you don't kill your teammates.
Yeah, I like how there's a bit of a difference in the defense lineup here between Miami and Marian. Miami opting to bring the Goyo. Goyo especially on Bank, is such a good counter to the Monty. So Marian not bringing Monty is not a surprise with the Goyo up. Both teams opted to bring the Mira though. Mira, very good on this site, especially with Wamai up. You could stop those Ash charges from opening the Miras, stuff like that. Mira very, very strong, especially for this basement site.
Now, will we actually see a Gridlock Spider go down? We had a Gridlock. I think we had 2 Gridlocks earlier, and the Spiders didn't go down once. Oh, wait. Icy's just allowed to free push here. Gonna get thorned. Runs away to safety, though. So, they know exactly where he is.
Yeah, that setup from Miami was really well thought out. They put the thorn trap on the door, so if you triggered the thorn trap and you ran through behind the server wall, you're visible to the head holes. It's pretty smart because instinctively you're going to run forward rather than run back.
Oh, Zink has... Oh, the hatch play. No, why would you peek it again?
Oh my gosh, Zink good for 2. I mean, just well played there. That's why the Mira is so strong. You can see them, but they can't see you. I'm a little critical of Marian for dry peeking that. You have 4 Candelas, 3 flashes on Hibana, and 2 smokes on Jackal, and you're dry peeking a Mira? Like, that's just not going to go well for you.
Bro, looking for the dogs. Can't find any of them, though.
Yeah, I mean... Miami's just so well set up right now, so confident. Look at this. They're just actively peeking, asking for engagements, and Marian is stalling out hard now. 3v5 for Marian. No hard breach. This is going to be a tough round to pull back.
Oh, They know where Flopper is, or they don't know where Flopper is. Oh no, the smoke doesn't go well, and it's gonna be Ro getting killed off there. The Candelas do something, but it's too late.
Yeah,
Another Candela.
I like that they're using their util, but I think it's too little too late. You're not checking your corners. There's a team kill from Maniac onto E-Phantom, but it doesn't matter because Miami closes it out. Flopper getting the kill on a bad aim will secure the first defense for Miami.
Put that in the highlight reel. We have only one TK in the highlight reel. We need a second one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Perhaps it happened while they were
Flashbang.
blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, flashbang, something like that. That setup from Miami was very good. They played off the mirrors so well. There wasn't a very heavy roam presence, so their positioning on site and around the site was very crucial. I think they had all their bases covered, and really Marian just kind of started giving them free picks. If they don't lose those 2 picks in the beginning, it's a very different round.
The most awkward dry peaks of all time on the hatch that they know the mirror is sitting on after one of them dies. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, wanting to aggress the hatches is a viable option, but you gotta clear it out with util. Unless you are Bolo and hitting the shots of your life, you're not gonna win a 1v1 on a Mira. You're not gonna win a 2v1 on a Mira.
Maybe you double peek, maybe. But no. Frost, yes, Frost gameplay.
Castle once again being brought out here on the
Where
site.
are the castles this time? Not gonna triple castle stock, it seems.
Yeah, look, I think they want to. Yep, the castle right there on the inner site window is going to make it so that playing the repels is a bit difficult. You're going to have to burn Zofia charges. You might have to burn an ace charge to open that window and get the lines of sight that you want.
Why do we keep bringing the gridlock? We've seen 2 spiders get used now this game, and I don't think either gridlock has picked up a kill.
Yeah, bad aim, living up to his name, sitting on 0-5. It's just the hero plays are starting to run out for Marian. They're going to need to start working together more, or they're going to have to figure something out here, because Miami is woken up, you know? They're fighting back. They're playing as a team. Marian is more individual right now.
Ooh, Ro. The reaction speed wasn't there, and it's just trying to spray, and Bray has tracked one.
Yeah,
He's just not going to peek him anymore.
You don't have to, you know?
Yeah, has the reinforced wall. He could sit right there, wait for him to enter the room, and...
Yeah, exactly. Play off the sound. You know that there's a frost mat that they're going to either hit or shoot.
And has that peek hole. Oh, got a small tag onto Ro there. He's just watching the drones. Boom. Is he going to swing it? Zinc takes a little bit of damage on the train. Pades is so low, though.
Yeah, finally the ace charge will sort of weaken this position for E-Phantom. So far he's been playing this position so well, wasting time shooting drones and dealing damage. But now with the wall open, hopefully Marian will be able to take him out.
Have they gotten the frost mat down? Do they even know there's a frost mat yet? I actually don't know if they droned it.
Yeah, it's possible they threw the drone deep and missed it, but E-Phantom's going to fall off this position entirely. Not a bad play, you know, there's only a minute left.
Okay, they got it. Just
Okay.
I thought he fell in it because I saw it disappear. Thorn drags them away, though, so...
Yeah, it looks like there's a rotation now
A minute?
Yeah,
Everyone's
from the
alive on
repels.
Marian. What the...
Yep, Marian now going to start taking lobby. They were on the repels before, working those angles. Now they rotated to lobby. Probably going to execute into Trump. E-Phantom is going to start things off with a pick onto the banana player, who is Pains.
I'm going to say Miami still has everybody and is pretty much full health still. Ew, nice shots there from Zyrox, though. Takes off Zinc's head, so evens out the numbers, but you have no entry left, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is, but Flapper's going to go down. E-Phantom looking for the trade, gets caught out by Ro. Now it looks good for Marian. Ro's going to push into the long desk, but gets shut down by Flopper, who is rezzed. Flopper going for a second. Can't! He runs out of bullets! Oh my gosh, with 10 seconds left, it is a 2v2. Icy needing to push up here and find some picks. They're not going to have enough time to execute. You have to find the pro player. He does! Icy with a huge clutch.
Oh no, Miami! They did the freeze, panic, sit still thing. They won't see you, and that does not pay off when there's SMGs on the field or rifles that fire very quickly and click head.
No,
But that was
I mean, the
Start
call
so
to
well.
rotate to lobby came out at just the right time. They could not have waited another second. That was down to the wire. I mean, Marian found a way. Good for them. That was a crazy attack with lots of adjustments mid-round, and I don't think Miami was able to respond to those adjustments.
Hey, Miami, they just need to keep one person alive there. There was no time to plant the diffuser without just without the threat of, you know, dying. I don't even think they could have made it to site with diffuser in time. So the idea that they just one of them sat put because they were stuck in a corner, but the other one just sitting in the middle of the room, not booking it, knowing that they were collapsed on, is a bit of a panic play.
Yeah, for Miami, it's going to be important right now to keep your head. 3-5 on your own map looks pretty bad. It means you lost one of your primary sites, but they just have to stick with it. If they win this round, they'll go back to basement, which they should win, and then they just have to win third site. They are not out. They have to keep their mentals up, and they have to stay focused. Hopefully this time they can read the adjustments of Marian a little more. Maybe they could be prepared for some rotates if they rotate the push this time, but other than that, I mean, Miami, it was not a bad round. Last round was not a bad round for Miami.
For Marian, that's a good round. You're pushing one round to overtime. Bad aim. Oh no. He's either gonna insta-frag or die immediately. There's no middle ground.
Yeah, I mean, bad aim found a little bit of success last round, picked up a kill. He's looking to build up some more. I mean, I'm not sure what the plan is here with the Amaru. They don't really have any flashes or anything to distract the Amaru. It's gonna have to be bodies that distract the Amaru. You're gonna have to start pushing up.
Oh.
Ooh.
Bro, what the heck?
I'm not sure what happened there, but Phantom gets a pick to someone outside. Oh my.
The Amaru, yeah, exactly what happened.
Yeah,
I said what would happen.
Yeah. We both you
refrag?
called it.
I know, I love doing that on Amaru. It's the easiest low threat way to do anything. It's like I either go in, get a kill, or I am dead on the floor.
Yeah, we're at a 4v3 now with 1:40 left. It's not out of the realm of possibility for Marian to pull this round back, but MU looks really strong right now.
Their only util or any form of destruction is Zyrox's Zophia's, or Zophia nades.
Yeah, I mean, Zero, Zofia, they're going to have to get this wall now off the wall. If they want to be able to push in and plant. They are able to open one wall, though. This side of the breach is a bit harder to execute on because there's a bit more crosses.
I spotted. Oh, the shots don't connect, but Icy's shots do. 3v3 now. Well, pardon.
Yep, Icy's stepping up big here.
Icy, the hero.
Your support here is fragging out 11 and 5. He is doing it all. Icy again looking for some more engagements, but MU is just standing their ground. Oh no! Will he be able to prone through? I don't think he fit.
Reluctant. I think he's reluctant on going all the way through. Oh. What?
I wish I saw. Yeah, I wish I saw what happened there, but I mean, Icy brings it down to a 1v2.
Zinc, you need to pop off here. Icy's planting right now. In the swing, he finds Pains. No, but their own little wall is blocking their play. But does Icy know where to look? He doesn't. Zinc pulls it back from 2v1, too separated for Marian to be able to cover properly, and Claymore spotted out.
Yep, despite Icy's triple kill, Marian falls. This was Miami's round to lose, right? Because Marian should not have won that round after that Amaru play. So Zinc coming out with that clutch was huge there. He played the clutch perfectly. He isolated the 2 1v1s. He took the 2 1v1s and won his gunfights. I mean, that was just a great clutch from Zinc. And I mean, Miami, it really should not have been to a 1v2, but they are able to claw back and win that round.
Hey, the castle came in clutch though, at least.
Yep, yeah, that is true. I mean, that Amaru play, you can't solo Amaru.
That was the solo Q brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's just like, oh, but what if I do get the frag? It'll be always valuable if I get the kill.
You need either utility or your teammates to distract the other team while you Amaru in. They either need to be blind,
ungodly aim.
Yeah, or be blessed by the siege gods.
Yeah, literally be Bolo. You only need one bullet to kill someone if you click the head. And then you die, and it's like, I'm good for one.
Yeah, we're seeing a Brava brought out for the first time in this matchup. I'm not sure what the Brava is going to be used for. Maybe they
You
can
got
hack.
Thorn, and that is it. Literally, you only have Thorns.
Yeah, Thorn, maybe a Cade Claw, but
If you could snipe a Kaid Claw, you are a...
yeah, that if you can get your Brava drone into sight and get the Cade Claw,
You
that's
have
on
to do it from
Miami.
the side of the claw, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would be a miracle. You can't steal Goyos.
Oh, good. They
do damage no matter
switched
what.
off. Good.
Okay, good. I was about to say, if you, I know it's because Marian and the Miami have been kind of showing some Valkyrie that maybe they can use that to get extra intel, and Doke's banned, so this is the next best thing. Good. Just don't stick Brava. If you don't, if they have, the best thing you can get is Wamai and Thorn. Don't stick it.
Yeah, we're seeing again another turtle setup coming out from Miami, and you don't really need a Valkyrie here if you're turtle. What the hell is going on?
Worm.
We had a snake train going on with 2 people prone there.
Yes.
But yeah, as I was saying, with this bunker down setup with the Goyos and the Miras that really force a time delay, you don't really need the Valkyrie because you don't really need the intel. You know where they're coming from. You know where you're going to delay the time from. So the turtle setups, the Valk isn't really necessary.
Is Finka just bonus health now? And
Uh,
healing in case of down.
Yeah, and the bonus health does decay over time. It looks like Marian is going for a swift execute with the Yings into Vault. They're not really capitalizing.
Oh. What is going on? They found no one. Flopper's gotten 1 Pains, is downed already. And they're gonna make it. Zyrox down as well. Bad aim is 1 tapped. And it's a 5v1 effectively. What just happened?
Yeah, good idea from Marian. Bad execution. I do think Vault is the weakest point in this setup, at least from what I've seen from the spectator point of view. It looked like they actually wanted to sneak the diffuser in through security, which isn't a bad idea either, but it was just, you had 1 drop, you waited 5 seconds, another 1 drop. The Yings were not continuous. They just threw basically 2 at a time, and they went off. The defenders hid, they didn't get blind. So
Yeah, they were in the other room still. So, and there's E Phantom to put this round away. We're tied at 5 after a very interesting rush strategy.
Yeah, flawless round coming out of Miami. This turtle setup proving to be a thorn in Marian's side.
They
like
did
I
have
said,
Thorn, you are right.
yeah, right. Like I said before, Miami just needed to keep plucking away. They needed to keep their mentals up. They are tied now 5-5. If they could take this 3rd site and seize overtime, it is going to be tough for Marian to come back on attack.
What? I'm still in awe. Because that was Ying, 1 drops. 2nd, 3rd Ying, 2 drop, blind both your teammates, get domed on the other side. Because they're outside of Vault, so they have the wall to cover before the Ying comes down. And then it's just like...
Yeah,
completely... What the heck?
Exactly. It just seemed like they were so uncoordinated. So there must have been some the communication should have been better, in my opinion. If they communicated their util usage a little bit better, communicated when they were going to drop, they should have been able to take the Miami defenders by surprise more and actually push them when they were blind, rather than letting them, get unblind and then push.
That play is really impressive.
Yeah, Brava.
That was like the
Bravo's coming
blitz
out.
rush, but they forgot to cover the They forgot to cover the diffuser.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, they got a fuse. Yes.
So Fuse, Brava, and Mozzie being brought out for the
TK's
first times.
inbound. TK time.
I really do think Fuse is a pretty decent pick here. I mean, you get access to the soft breach charges and the hard breach charges. Great for vertical play. You get to basically clear all the site util for free because most of site is soft from the ceiling. I really want to see this interaction between Mozzie and Brava since they can hack each other's drones. It'll be interesting to see if we have a drone battle come out here.
Phantom wasting the C4. Thought he could go for it. Didn't get anything.
Yeah, I live by the motto, it's easier to use it than to lose it. Speaking of
they have one
losing,
more.
Icy's first Brava drone gets shot out without getting any util. That is not what you want to see. They brought this
Ooh.
operator for a reason, so hopefully they can accomplish what they were looking for.
They do really need to snipe those mutes just to really open up the ability of Jackal, of the Fuse.
Yeah, Marian's starting to stall a little bit. They really
I thought
only
he was gonna
have
shoot his
control. Yeah, another team kill.
I thought I would have shot. I'm a moron. I would have done it. Oh, it's fuse time.
Yeah, here we go.
Good.
Starting to clear the util from site, clear out some of these hard-rooted positions from the defenders.
One down. Nothing gotten out of it. They know where. Oh no. Uh-oh. You hear the rip of the tape. Is he gonna go for it?
Yep, he's just looking for the sound cue to see if he can just blow this fuse sky high.
Little does he know he's left already.
Yeah, Marian's, you know, I think they've recovered a little bit. I think they were stalled out in their initial take of the building. Now they're starting to work the vertical. They're starting to root out the defenders with the fuse charges. This isn't a terrible position for Marian. Miami is either going to have to dig in their heels and defend against this push, or start the flanks, start the aggression. These are the two different perspectives. They're going to have to pick one and stick with it.
Oh, they had the jackal pings going down, but the only angle they really had of it was bad aim on the vertical and didn't have any sight of it before she just ran across.
Yeah, looks like the Marian players are starting to look for a weak spot to execute. As we near 30 seconds, they're going to have to start making decisions about where they want to bring the case in.
They're going to know someone's in there. Are they going to swing it properly? They have two if they think they can get it.
Pains goes down to Moy Bajo. Probably on site, I'm assuming that's where the dock was. But Maniac able to get a pick on the Icy. Ro traded out. Now with 15 seconds, they're going to have to execute 3v3 as Ro finds another.
Oh. Are Marian actually going to be able to kill this out? It's 2v1. No. And Marian down to match point after leading 4-2.
Yeah, I think they stalled out a bit too much in their initial push, Marian, that is. I think if they cleared out the initial roam and took their initial control a bit faster, they would have had more time to find the positions of the defenders. No one knew Doc was playing Marble. No one knew that, I don't even know where Mute was, where he got his double kill. Zinc, I just think they really needed to be more efficient there with their initial take, and that would have given them a bit of a time cushion for when they decided to go for their execute.
That is kind of the thing that I've been on teams for, even though I'm not the best at this game by a long shot. It is time. A lot of teams don't notice or just kind of think they could spend a lot of time doing the pre-setup, and then they're down to like 30 seconds. It's just, oh crap, how do we execute our entire comp and our entire plan in 30 seconds and get the diffuser down or kill all 5 members? And it's just like, you gotta play a little bit speedier than you think you do.
Yeah, Miami now in the driver's seat. I believe this is the first time of the matchup that Miami has the lead. I mean, Marian has won this site before. They should know what Miami's going to bring. They should have an idea on how to attack this site. Marian can push this to overtime. It is, you know, I'd say it's pretty 50-50 whether who's going to win this round.
It's cool. We've seen they do know how to play this very well. And I'm kind of hoping we go to overtime. I just like Bank. It would wash the taste of Nighthaven being on the table out of my mouth from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think this Bank that both MUs have brought us has been really interesting, considering how different each team plays it. Miami has been playing a very turtle-heavy setup with Goyo, with Doc, with Wamai, and Marian was playing it very roam-heavy, very fluid with Oryx, Solus, and Valkyrie. So I think these two competing standpoints were very, very fun to see play out. And both teams had success with their defenses. This map has really come down to who's been the better attacking team, and so far, Miami's been the better attacking team.
That's the definition of Siege. Competitive Siege is like 60% defense hold rates. How well can you attack and penetrate these very good defenses?
Zyrox and Pains are creeping up on the banana stairs. Does Miami know
I'm
that...
on the wall. No, what? Okay, I thought that was Zyrox, but Pain's gonna get one. Going to be traded. But it's still Pain's getting a double kill here.
Yeah, what a flank from ePhantom to get one onto Zyrox. He's a little bit stuck now. Maniac on the prone angle will take down Pains, and that's your entire banana trump push down by a flank and by the castle. It is a 3v3 now. I mean, Marian basically lost all their control.
And Moibaho is just, or not Moibaho, off-brand Moibaho is just gonna sit on site the whole time because he doesn't really need to move anymore.
Does Flopper know?
He knew, didn't get the shots though, sadly.
Unfortunate. Yeah, Marian fighting for control again. They have control of stock.
What the heck's that angle? Okay, so they know Phantom's hanging off on
Oh no, the
skylight,
frost map!
the frost map.
3v2 now for Miami.
3v1.
Bad aim, 1 kill to his name, has to find 3 in order for Marian to push us to OT. He has very little control, very little intel. 45 seconds left.
Oh, does not have diffuser. Yeah, has it in the name. Bad aim. Oh, gets a little tag onto Flopper there, but Flopper's just gonna drop back.
Yeah,
In
Miami's
3v1,
playing this
they're gonna
very
s-
passively.
Just gonna set up the crossfire, pretty much. Watch angles.
Wow.
And Zink
Zink
is calling it.
with the good half, a little bit
All
of
right, triple
BM
kill
there.
inbound. Triple kill inbound.
Bad aim,
Right.
you gotta have to start taking some engagements.
Bad aim. What the heck was? Okay, that was a very slow turn. But bad aim, just gonna spray. No, someone's at the
finds
hole.
one.
He needs to push. He can't get onto site.
Yeah, good attempts. They have basically a cross here, and it is all over for Marian. Miami takes their map 7-5. After a slow start on attack, they walk it out pretty well on defense.
Lean defense there. What was it? 4-1? 5-1 actually, because 7-5. That's how math works, me. 5-1 defensive half is pretty much exactly what you expect from teams on their own map pick. They know exactly what they want to run, how they're gonna run it.
Yeah, I applaud Miami's mental game. You know, they went down 4-1 very early. It's easy to get down on yourself. It's easy to start getting a little bit tilted. But Miami were able to fight back. They kept their heads calm, and they were able to take down Marian 7-5.
Marian put up a good map. It was not like, yes, 5-1 defensive half is not what you want to see for if you are the attacking side, but Marian had a few moments. It was very close in certain rounds, but they also had some real fumbles too, and that's gonna be something that needs to be ironed out communication wise or execution wise.
Yeah, for sure. I really hope Marian doesn't, you know, get too down on that loss. From their history, they haven't played Bank all that much, so they're probably not familiar with it. They still took off 5 rounds against your opponent's map pick, who plays Bank so much it's one of their favorite maps. So hopefully Marian realizes that they're not out of this. Going to their map, Oregon, they should hopefully have a mental reset and come out more aggressive maybe than they were before.
Yeah, we'll have to see what their setups are. Hopefully they're as comfortable as Miami were on their defensive map pick. So we're gonna throw it to a short break, and we'll be back for game 2, where we'll see if Marian can tie up the series and send us to Clubhouse.
Welcome back, everyone. We are ready to jump into map 2 here, Oregon. Miami took out Marian 7-5, Bank map 1.
Oh, yes. I'm excited for this. I think we're going to see an improvements in the play of Marian coming off of a bit of a messy attacking half. No more messy Ying throws in 2 Candelas, everyone drops down kind of play
Yeah, I hope
anymore.
so. I think
It-
Miami will have the advantage here in this map. They do play Oregon a lot. I mean, obviously Marian does too, but Miami being able to like know what your opponent know your opponent's map pick will really give them an advantage, especially in this map. We're going to another pretty defensive sided map, so the attacks are really going to have to be cleaned up. We saw some sloppy executes from both teams, so I think we're ready to jump right in.
I don't know. With maps like Oregon or not House, House is not popular, Cafe, Clubhouse, it's kind of hard to say that a team specifically has an advantage because of how common they are. Like, even though this is Marian's pick, it is still an insanely popular map that almost everyone has to play multiple times a season, if not multiple times in a row.
Yeah, that's true. With very well-known maps like this, like Oregon, like Chalet, like Clubhouse, it really comes down to who has the better fundamentals, who has the better aim, the better utility play, the better communication, the better pushes, the better IGL. So we're really going to need to see some rudimentary siege out of these two teams. There's a little bit different. There's a little cheese strats that you could do. You could do some Monty things. You could do a big window rush. But overall, I really think these teams are going to have to focus on the fundamentals, the basics, roam clears, stuff like that.
Hopefully the roam clear is really good because we've seen, was it Miami took, yeah, it was Miami took 6 claymores, didn't place one, so they had no roam coverage and they weren't covering any each other's angles. So it kind of can come down to that, especially with how small this map is and how easy it is to get onto a flank.
Yeah, exactly. We saw in map 1 that Miami played a really heavy turtle site presence anchor sort of strategy on defense. I'm really interested to see if they try to bring that idea to Oregon, because Oregon is a map where it's really hard to anchor into a site because of how many different ways you can access each site, and also the verticality below for the upstairs site. So it'll be interesting to see if they start to incorporate a little bit of roam game into their setups here.
Now, what I'm interested in is a second glass band from Miami here, especially on a map that I don't think has significantly less sightlines than Bank does.
Yeah, I mean, I I could
Maybe they
kind of
hate glass.
I could kind of see it on Bank because you got those long angles from outside the building and also the server plant. Really, the only thing Glass can do is watch through smoke and big window when you're attacking kids. Is it really worth a ban to stop that? Can't
I
you
don't
just
know.
run a Warden or like a Fenrir or something to like blind
Oh,
him?
no
I
Fenrir.
don't know.
Fenrir is you're crazy if you think teams are letting Fenrir through. No one
True.
wants to play against that mess.
Fenrir and Razami both, again, strong operators, strong on this map. There's a lot of doorways.
Strong in general.
Yeah, a lot of doorways, a lot of windows you have to jump through on Oregon, so Fenrirs are great at denying those entry points. And of course, the Zami is great for the utility burn. You can set up a Zami utility all over Trophy, all over Master for the upstairs sites, and you can set them all over Pillar and Basement. So it's just a big thorn in their sides, you know?
All right, so I have to bring this up. It's nothing it's something stupid that I think is wrong with me. But like, if you watch the streams, you know there's like 3 or 4 things. 1, I love Old Theme Park. 2, love Frost. 3, love Shotgun Smoke or Mute. And 4, don't understand why Zero keeps getting picked. I've never seen the idea, what Zero wants to do, which is snag intel and be this weird stealthy dude in a game of like hide and seek. And
Yeah.
it just never works out. Like exactly how you imagine, like, oh yeah, he gets the site, he picks off somebody. No, that never happens.
I would say Zero is not a bad pick if you're bringing the secondary hard breach here. You could go Attic, secondary hard breach there. You have cameras to burn and 1 to watch flank. But Ro brought claymores. What is the Zero going to do? Are you really going to invest that many flank cams? Are you going to use all of his cameras for burn? And if you are, you could have just brought flashes.
He's already on site, or well, outside of site, so
Yep, trying to get some intel, I guess, into the anchor play here of Miami.
Maybe it would have also just been better to some entry. I was gonna say maybe it would have just been better to bring some utility nades, but they have a lot of utility nades actually. 6 flashes available.
Yeah, I'd like to see this quick aggression, sort of. The breach getting open very fast, big window open very fast. It really applies the pressure to Miami quick. So it looks like Marian right now is trying to determine where they want the execute to go. They could go big window, they could go master. I'm not sure. They're already through attic actually, so Marian has a lot of control, and Pains for Marian will start it with a pick onto E Phantom.
Oh, Zinc, just not enough reaction there, and he's gonna get down, but Moibaho gonna be able to trade back for now.
Oh, the Dock Stim coming out huge will revive Zinc back to a 4v4. Redhawgs are not out of this just yet.
And the Zero's just providing no pressure because you could see exactly where Flopper's playing, just out of the window sightline. He's gonna have to burn a camera if he wants to try and grab any intel, or any further intel.
This collapse from Marian has to be good. There's a lot of players right now on solo islands. You got one outside big window, one in closet. Flopper's gonna find one under Ro, who is outside big window. Now it's a 3v4.
Oh, the pressure from Zero being outside and potentially having vision onto sight is completely gone. And Bad Aim's low health, but Moibaho going to get downed here.
If that was a Zero cam that spotted him out, that would be phenomenal. Icy's gonna take a pick onto Moibaho, who was down through the window. Pains finds another onto Maniac, and now it is a 2v2 as Zinc trades and gets a second. There's no comms. Call where he is.
You just shotgun mute doing Gon's work over here, and it is up to Icy to save the round.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a really close round so far. Icy's gonna have to find 2 here, but he won't. The shotgun on mute is just too good, and I would just like to say that the Dock Stim to res Zinc saved the round as Zinc goes huge with a 3K.
Look, Zinc let himself get downed. He just had to remind Marian that he is that guy.
Yeah, I feel bad for Marian because their initial take was so good. They got control so fast. They got master control, attic control, and cleared out the big window bunks area so fast within the first 30 seconds. But their execute was just lacking. And I think the reason of that was because they had too many players on islands by themselves. We saw Ro get picked outside the big window. We saw Thatcher get picked from closet. And then at that point, it is a 3v4, and the defense is just going to hold crosses and trade out.
And Bro couldn't afford to peek at all. If he swung, Flopper was right there to make sure that it was going to be a lot harder than just trying to find a cheeky angle past the bunk bed.
Exactly. There was definitely some good from Marian, but, I mean, great job by Miami just to not let the round go, and they just clawed back. I mean, that was just great decision-making, great util usage with the Dock Stim, great positioning from Zinc to catch those players off guard. It was a good comeback round for Miami.
What is this revolver heresy I'm seeing on the page? What is this?
Yep, coming out with the Monty now for Marian. This is a pretty common Monty site, a pretty common shield site. Sometimes you'll even see Blitz here. They actually have 2 shields. They have Icy on Osa and Ro on the Monty.
Every day I
of
forget
course,
Osa exists.
Yeah, Osa could be the most frustrating operator to play against if you don't have
3
impact.
C4s. They are surprisingly prepared to handle this comp, and Monty can't move.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for a little bit of a split push here. Maybe the shields are going to try to... Uh-oh.
Did
that make it through? I thought they hit the door and bounced back.
I think it hit the... It probably hit the thing. It hit the door frame and went straight down. Oh, spraying in. Icy not going to find all the Flopper's health, just a little bit of it.
Yeah, Icy and Ro. Icy and Ro are doing a pretty good job here, pushing back the blue players. I mean, E-Box is almost empty. Zinc is playing a little bit aggressive. But it actually looks like they're going to rotate out, and I don't know if they should. They had so much stuff cleared.
Actually, they didn't seem that Miami were going to throw any C4s at them, so they probably could have stayed there for a while, just creating that pressure point.
This is interesting. I wonder if they have any intel that they're coming down main. They do have the Mira facing there, who's going to spot them out likely. The Thorn Trap will indicate that the rotation has come through.
Ooh, this is a cheeky spot.
It looks like Ro's just going to try to brute force a plant, but they have to clear the bomb chassis. They have to clear out closet, or they're just going to throw smokes and C4s at you.
What happened to Zinc? Zink is blind. Oh, ooh, Icy kept holding that angle, and Phantom is gonna make him pay. Zink losing. I don't even know what Zink lost all his health to, but got flashbanged. He's quarter health. He's one shot from death.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the battle of utility here. Will the utility be enough to deny the Monty plant, or will the crosses be enough to hold off the Ying?
One C4 down. Ying is gone though. Nice shot there from Phantom with the SMG.
E-Phantom is all over the place. Finally, Zyrox will respond and take down Zink. That's one of the SMG's 11s off the board. And with that, the C4. They have only one more post-plant denial, and that is the C4 on Maniac.
See, I don't even think Zink threw his out in the end. Sadly, oh, Phantom has shot down all of the Habana flowers. Not gonna happen. Oh, nice shot there. He's peeking out the Black Mirror, doesn't hit the Monty, and that is Pains off the map.
Yeah, the crosses here are proving to be too effective for Marian to clear. Marian is going to have to find a couple picks before the execute can go down, or they're just going to get overwhelmed.
He doesn't know where he's getting
aggressive
shot
shotgun peek. It's
Okay,
just Flopper taking out the Zyrox, and E-Phantom unable to secure onto Monty, but Monty only has 5 seconds left to find 3. He's not going to be able to.
Trying his hardest. Look, we've seen some close ones with the Monty before. We saw Monty almost save a round with a triple kill. But this is not one of those rounds, and Marian down 2-0.
Not a bad idea from Marian, honestly. They distracted really with the blue push and rotated pretty quickly. They had enough time to get down main. They burned a lot of the post-plant util with the smokes being burned and the C4s being burned before they execute, but unfortunately they lost too many ones. You had Osa over by himself in barrels that got picked off without a trade. You had a couple players pushing down main that were dry peeking and picked off without a trade. I wish they would have used their Ying util a little bit better to make sure that execute happened safely.
Just, again, feels like they were kind of uncoordinated. They never had the exact angle covered with either the Monty or, you know, just making sure they're watching so that if they peek around the Monty, they don't get one tapped. And there was no punish onto Phantom. There was no potential punish because they couldn't flush. I don't even remember who was on the mirror at this point, but they couldn't flush them out of their little hidey hole because they had no Yings, they had no frags. So it's just, missed a lot of the crucial points.
That's a great point. I mean, Phantom was basically allowed to do whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted in that round, and Marian really didn't have an answer for that. You got to be watching, you know, some sort of, you got to be watching crosses, you got to be watching your teammates' backs, you got to be communicating what each player is watching, so you know what angles are available and what angles could be, you know, swung.
Now it's B time. His bad aim is onto the Grim. That's it. I just like the Bs.
Yeah, this is the first time Grim's been brought in this matchup at all. And I think Grim is going to be great for maybe cutting off that sort of aggressive run-around gameplay that Phantom was doing. If you can get him on the Bs, you're going to know exactly where he is.
I did not see where all the frost mats. I don't think I saw where any of the frost mats went, so they're going to have to be very careful here to watch to make sure there's no crazy weird angles that they try to catch out, or that they try to get caught out on.
There is one a big window. Zyrox is going for the Brav right away, already used one, but Zink very smartly puts a mute jammer on the big window, so if they throw the ram boogie too shallow, it'll get disabled by the mute jammer.
I forgot it's called a boogie. Such a dumb name for such a really cool, for such a cool gadget.
There is zero attic presence here, which is kind of interesting from Miami. There's the attic hatch is closed. They're basically giving it to free for Marian. If Marian could get control of this hatch, they could really go for a stage plan, but it's going to be Moibaho who opens up with a pick onto Zyrox.
Oh, get crossed.
E-Phantom follows it up with a pick onto Ro, and we are sitting in a 5v3. This attack is just falling apart.
E-Phantom, or not E-Phantom, is Zyrox trying to rush in there, knew where Zink was, but E-Phantom was there on the cross. Ooh, Grim gets caught out by Zink.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're not being Pit. Pit is such a common place to play. You know, if you put one of those Grim charges there, he would have known, hey, the mute is pushing up aggressively, I could probably get a free pick here.
Bang out. Icy just trying to refrag here, create some, just get something back, because they need to start evening out these numbers before anything happens, and it's not going to be the case as Icy is shot down to the jammer.
That was just a great defensive run from Miami. They had so many crosses. Each player was playing with another person. The trades were always there. They didn't even need one because they won all their gunfights. But that was just a really solid defensively set up round from Miami. And from Marian, I'm a little concerned about their like prep phase and early round intel gathering, because if they would have saw that they had so many roamers placed towards trophy, placed towards kids and master, they would have realized that big tower was free and they didn't have to split push then. They could have just full taken tower. It would have been a much easier time getting those trades off if they full pushed rather than just, you know, split up.
And again, Zink and E Phantom just kind of allowed to sit on a cross and not do anything. They just had each other. Any potential time that Zink could have been swung, E Phantom was there to cover. Anytime Phantom could have been swung, Zink was there to cover. And pretty much everyone went top floor there and just gave them free stats.
Yeah, I didn't really see any drones come from the attic players. I didn't see any drone come in from big window. It just seemed like that intel gathering game, that round was really lacking, and Miami capitalized that off perfectly. You know, they were able to double up with each other. They had so much control over the top site. They gave them attic because they knew they weren't going to fight for it, and it ended up being Marian's downfall, not being able to find these defenders.
Seeing anything, seeing a Therm come out for the first time this game, and the 0 returns.
Yeah, it's definitely something to do with the top site. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe they just like putting the camera into bunks to clear out that intel. I'm not too sure.
Oh, someone's big tower.
Zink opens it up onto Xyrox. Another opening pick going to Miami. I believe that is every opening pick round except for the first.
What the heck is going on? Zink is good, yeah, but Moibaho is just, yeah, big tower.
Yeah, these
pains.
The solo pushes are hurting Marian. I don't know why Marian...
Why is your Therm solo pushing?
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why they're just sending one person to try to gain control. It's not going to work out, especially because there was a drone in tower. They knew Moibaho was there.
It's not going well. Icy losing a lot of health in a spray down trade.
Really, their only option is to A, rotate, and they need to rotate now if they're going to do that, or B, continue to fight for this big window control. This split push was just not working out at all. As they continue to dump util into big window, Ro is going to find one onto Moibaho, who is the big tower player. Ro's on a bit of a lurk here. If Ro can find another one, this is definitely winnable for Marian, so Miami's going to have to watch out for this solo lurker.
Oh, he's spotted out, though, by the prox alarm, so they know he's going up the gray stairs, and they are prepped for him. He destroys the barbed wire, so they might not know when he's peeking, but doesn't matter. E-Phantom is right there.
This is where the communication is going to have to come through. Bad aim will find one onto Zink. The Ying blinds will have to be timed perfectly with the backstab from the 0 in order to allow them to gain control. Otherwise, you're just going to get shot by 3 different crosses.
Oh, but he's got to go all the way around. Doesn't have any hard breach, so can't get through anything. Doesn't even have any claymores to put behind him just in case of any roam. Oh, the flash doesn't even matter, though. Maniac finds Icy on the entry, and it's 3v2 now, and they're split.
Yeah, I mean, once again, no trades coming out from Marian. There was no synchronization with the Ying push. 0 was so far away from the site that he could make no impact off of the push from the Ying. And Bad Aim was just sitting outside. There was no attempt at a refrag, no attempt to double swing. It was just really just a solo Ying play there. When you're in a 3v3, it was just not necessary.
Maybe if you traded Doc, it could have been okay, but still, you're the util here. You need to be alive, pretty much. E-Phantom, nice Shaika right there, and it's gonna be Maniac picking up the double kill to close out the round, and a 4-0 on defense so far for Miami of Ohio.
Despite Ro's best efforts to bring the round back, it's just Marian coming out on top once again.
Or Miami?
Yes,
Going
sorry.
on top.
The two MUs are making me go insane.
It's getting to you too now.
It's just it's the same story that's happened every attacking round so far. They are not working together well. I don't know if it's a communication thing. I don't know if it's like tilt, you know, the mental boom. I don't know what it is. It's just there's just too many solo pushes. The executes are not cohesive. Your utility play is not synchronized with your aggressive entries. It's just basically 5 people doing their own thing and hoping it works. And Miami is just too structured for that. They're going to win their ones. They have the gun skill, and they have the setups to tear apart any solo players.
And I mean, the players they're sending on solo missions aren't really the ones you want to send on solo missions. Why are you sending your hard breacher on a solo mission?
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of sending him with a partner to try and get bedroom wall possibly, or game room wall, depending on which way you want to look at it. But let's send him to go big tower.
I question the big tower push at all because their aggression was mainly coming from big window. I don't understand what the tower push would have achieved there if you're just trying to go for a big window execute. If anything, they should have doubled up with their below presence to try to clear out some of the anchors on site.
Maybe it was they knew, as you mentioned, they knew Bajo was hiding in big tower, so maybe they wanted to pick him, but at that point, why not force him to rotate to site after you put some pressure on it?
Exactly. Maybe it was just a wrong decision made at the wrong time, but Twitch is going to be able to get the K-Claw off the hatch. That means Bad Aim is going to be able to open the hatch with a hard breach, although it looks like he's just going to start burning some ADSs. There is no ADSs. Maybe he's trying to check if there's ADSs. I'm not sure what that Ying accomplished because it really just was thrown there for no reason.
No one's going to swing that. You're... Get where you are. No one's swinging freaking under.
Yeah, there's really... Again, that's just another wasted
Candella's
Candela.
burned. If anything, you've just given away your position, and now you've been pushed off because of the gas canister.
Yeah, I mean...
You waste one gas canister to waste 8 flashbangs?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of questionable plays coming out right now as they do rotate down main stairs. Ro on the Twitch is already down main, trying to peek into some side angles. As the Yinkandellas again come from the hatch, but there's no aggression behind it. What are these Yinkandellas doing besides blinding and unblinding defenders?
Not even blinding the defenders. I don't think it hit anybody. Blackbeard trying to get it. Doesn't have any drone left, or doesn't have any Twitch charges left. Oh! Use them better than lose them, but...
Zinc will find one on a bad aim, traded right away by Icy. Thank goodness there's finally a double push, a double swing, so there's a trade, and we're at 4v4, and Marian is not totally out of the round.
Moy Bajo has a strong angle. Ooh, Icy almost got Maniac, but Maniac spams the marksman. Oh my goodness, if Zinc can actually click the heads here, it would be crazy, but he's out of ammo, and Yana's gonna swing, and Pains is gonna make this a 3v3 again.
Yeah, it's good timing to aggress there, off the pick from, off the pick onto Icy. They were able to aggress when they weren't ready. Oh my gosh, Flopper with the trap is gonna find one, E-Phantom's gonna find one, and it is all falling apart. For Marian, again, Ro, where is he? Why is he not with his team? He's over in Big Tower when his team is trying to push down Freezer.
Wait, did the sword? No, that can't be what happened. There's no way Pains is Thorn trigger. Oh, I'm gonna shut my yap for a second as we have an aim tool, and Bajo's just gonna come in and ruin the sacred 1v1 and finish this round 5-0.
Yeah, Oregon is a very defender-sided map, so Marian really just needs one round here to spark a comeback. I think if they go down 6-0, it's really going to be over for them. They need this round bad. There's no timeout coming out, kind of interesting. But
timeouts this game, yeah, we've seen a lot of teams throw out timeouts after losing back-to-back defending rounds on their map choice. We've seen teams go, is this 6-8? Dang. But we've seen teams throw out timeouts after 3-0 attacking maps, and they've just thrown nothing out.
Yeah, Marian, they really need this round. This is a different site. We're going dining kitchen. Either they have a setup for this, or they are so confident that they're going to win that they're picking a 4th site.
Bomb located by attackers.
That's actually it's either disrespect or they have some insane strat that they have here prepared and they want to show it.
Out of all the 4th sites in the game, I would say kitchen dining is run probably the most. I would say it's a little bit worse than meeting kitchen, but a lot of teams don't know how to take it. So if you have a decent setup, you can really catch a lot of teams off guard.
Have they already run meeting? I feel like they've already run meeting.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, I was like, I think they ran it already.
Yeah, in round 3.
Dang.
So Icy back onto the Osa.
Lion here, they have intel. They have free intel.
Yeah, they might be doing something fast. I don't know. As Icy just opens the door and Zyrox walks right in, starting to wallbang in a shower. There's no player there yet.
Okay.
I'm not sure what those gridlocks are gonna do.
Wait,
They're gonna
what?
stop
Yeah,
a flank to nowhere.
It's like, did I just hear track singers go out? Where are they?
This is looks like it's a very upstairs heavy hold, which is what you need for this site. So Miami checking off all the rudimentary boxes. They got the vertical play. They got a couple roamers. Zink's gonna find one on the Pains. That's another check in the box. Opening pick going to Miami.
What are these track stingers being thrown right now?
I think it's maybe to stop any shower player from pushing up, but a simple drone would figure out that there's no one there. There's no pressure on the first floor. You have to pivot and start pushing above, or you're gonna have, you know, no chance of executing.
They only have 2 drones left as well, and Icy's already getting chunked down. Where is he's getting shot by the cam?
He's getting shot from the Maestro cam that was punched. I don't know if his teammates know, and if they do know, I don't know why they're not shooting it.
I'm so lost right now.
You also have 4 nades. Recently, nades have been nerfed. Using a nade on a Maestro cam is not that bad anymore. It is good. You should do that.
What is the plan here? They threw a track singers. I didn't see it go off, but Bad Aim's running around, is looking for an alternative angle to get onto the site possibly, but runs right into E-Phantom, and it's 5v3.
Make that a 5v2 as E-Phantom finds another. Zyrox solo pushing upstairs does not work out for him. And E-Phantom will find a third. Again, E-Phantom able to do whatever he wants when he wants. Well, a quad kill for E-Phantom will prevent his teammate from dying and secure a flawless defense path on their opponent's map. That is demoralizing.
All right, Marian, 6-6 time because you got nothing left. I mean, you're gonna really need to show out here because there's some real head scratchers this series, and the coordination's been all over the place.
Yeah, losing 6 rounds on your own map pick is going to be a big blow to the mental game of Marian. They really need to focus. They need to start building off rounds, take it 1 round at a time. If you get 1 round, maybe 2 rounds, the belief of a comeback will come, and that's when things start to get interesting. But for now, I have not much to say to Marian's credit. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull this off.
I still think they should. They should at some point have taken this time out. Just take a step back, look at the game, take a moment to just relax, talk about what you guys want to do, what's your plans for the game, and just take it from there. But they are just gonna keep going. They're just gonna keep chugging along here, and I think it might be a mental thing as well. Like, they're just running hot right now and hoping they get around instead of maybe strategizing as well as they should be.
Yeah, I like how in Miami's defense half, they brought out some more roamers than they did on Bank. And now we see Marian's playstyle much more again, because they have even more roamers than Miami did. They have Zyrox on Valk, Pains on Solus. I'm sure Bad Aim on Wamai is holding some power position like Trophy or maybe Attic. So these extended positions could bode well for Marian.
That is what gotten them a 4-2 half in the on Bank, is a strong roaming presence on defense. And Pains doesn't get the head there with so many bullets, and it's going to be Moibaho getting first blood of the round.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good attempt by Pains. I think the disengage was a bad call, but in that spur of the moment, it's really just reaction. Icy's able to even it out, though, on an E-Phantom. They're trading better on defense than they were on attack, so credit where credit's due there.
Bad Aim's spotted out now, so he probably needs to be a little more careful. Almost gets sprayed down through the wall by Zink.
Yeah, Bad Aim should know that Zink is up. Hopefully he's communicating that to his teammates. I'm not sure where Zyrox is going to find Zink. Where is he's flanking up main?
Zink is on Zyrox is on stairs.
Yeah, the flank presence from Miami was not existent. The flank watch presence. Yeah.
Zyrox saw, or not Zyrox, Bad Aim saw the game room wall get open, knows someone's gonna try and come in through bedroom, so it's just watching that door aggressively.
Yeah, I'm hoping Paints is on the camera right now. Hopefully these Valkyrie cams can give the intel to Marian that they need, as it is now
on nothing. I don't know what he's looking at. Oh, drone goes down.
3v4 with a minute left. Baho's
3v3,
gonna find
Baho.
another. That's 2 for him.
This is tough. They're very isolated right now on the side of the Redhawgs, and that is going to be Zyrox getting a double kill here, making it a 3v2 again.
Yeah, once again, the roam game from Marian being their strong point, as bad aim and a rock in a hard place takes out Flopper. It is now a 1v3. Moibaho beat Pix, also known as Maniac, will find one onto bad aim. He has 2 left, as Zyrox is going to flank. If he catches this flanker, it is so winnable, but Zyrox is going to fall off pretty fast. Maniac here is going to have to make a move.
They know where Diffuser is, right? They know it's in bedroom.
Yeah, he's got 20 seconds to find 2 picks. Right now the defenders are separated. This is winnable, but time is dwindling.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Bro, you gotta hit the shot. Will hit it, and for now, Marian are gonna keep this game alive, 6-1 with a very good opening.
Yeah, this is more of what we saw on Bank, you know. Marian being aggressive with their flank pokes, being aggressive with their with the roam presence in the early round was much better than what it was on Bank, at least in that round. Zyrox was a huge thorn in Miami's side. They just could not pin him down. He was all over the place. I like how Marian plays fluid, and I think Oregon as a map really is suited for that sort of gameplay where you just get one and you rotate really quickly. Hopefully in this round, the Redhawgs are able to bring a bit more flank presence, flank watch, something to pin down the roamers. I wonder if we'll see Zyrox on the roam again. This time he swatched into Legion rather than Valkyrie. And of course, Pains is going to be roaming, trying to find out those cameras, find out those drones, and see where the attacking team is pushing from.
They're gonna be ready for Pains this time though, because that was kind of the one thing that Marian and Miami have both been struggling with is flank watch. So
yeah, and
maybe
again,
they'll be prepared.
we're gonna see shields come out again, which I think, again, to the credit of the site, is a good pick. I think the shields are great at pressuring blue. They're great at pressuring tower. It's really just gonna be a thorn in the side. So I really hope Zyrox could stay up, because he's gonna be the main counter for the shields with his goo mines.
The thing we did see Marian run as well was the Monty, but it just struggled a little bit. They were getting picked off. The not Monty was getting picked off a little too much, as Zink has run right into bad aim and has pushed him back.
Phantom on the Twitch has already been much more effective than I believe it was it Ro who was on Twitch? Getting both Miras with his Twitch drones. A great counterplay there and great execution from the Twitch.
Just saw Zink barely miss out on a kill mid-reinforce.
Yeah, Zink is going to be in, and he is going to be giving so much constant intel on Icy. Icy is really stuck now. If I was Icy, I would be yelling at my teammates to help me get out of this position to save the numbers.
2 T4s, 6 impacts. They can handle this too.
Yeah,
Hey,
really
isolate Monty. It's over.
really looks like Miami wants to brute force this tower pillar position here.
Vision, they spotted out one, but Zink from the elevated position shoots over the shield, but they're going to be able to trade Pains back. 4v4 in favor of no one, actually, as Moibaho trying to spray down, but loses the trade to Icy.
Yeah, Zyrox is on a deep flank here. Could catch some attackers off guard. I really like how the communication seemed to improve in that round. Phantom's going to take out Ro, though. It's a 4v3. Zyrox, if you're going to make a move, you have to make it now. Your teammates are getting pushed on site. Bad Aim is going to find one on the Phantom, and we're in a 3v3. It is once again equal.
Where is, what? Where is Zyrox? What is this? What?
Now, with Bad Aim's pick onto Phantom, Zyrox could take a bit of a breather. He doesn't have to push just yet, but he really needs to be close to site. He really needs to be able to rotate down and help his teammates if Miami decides to collapse.
I do think he's a little bit too, yeah, I was just gonna say, I think he's a little further than he really would like to be right now, or probably should be. But he has some time as Miami are slowing down, but they've spotted out Bad Aim, so...
Yeah, this is a great time to slow down and drone out, but it doesn't matter. Icy's gonna win his one on a flopper. The Vector's just too good. It is a 2v3 now. Miami now is in the hard place. And it's just gonna get even
shotgun
worse
connect.
for Miami.
Bad Aim
Aim
with
is
a double kill.
popping off on this map.
Oh, C4. Icy closes it out, and Zyrox was there just in time to start putting the pressure onto the Ash to close it out. But very well played pair of rounds for Marian, and maybe the comeback is real.
As much as I complimented their roam game, this round it was their anchor game that went massive. Different different players here were popping up. It's like what I said on Bank, you know. Marian is very, very individually talented right now. They have specific players that are popping off in each round, but they're not really working cohesive as a team. In this round, it was Bad Aim and Icy. Last round, it was Zyrox coming out with a big flank. They need to start. They need to start working together. You know, they just need to combine their powers, and they'll be able to take down Miami. As we've seen, they've done it multiple times.
Pains and Icy finishing off or picking off the Monty early as well was a huge part of opening up their ability to just play that round without the pressure of the Monty slowly collapsing them onto site. It was just a big deal.
Yeah, I really think Zinc did a good job with his initial pressure as Monty, but he really got too aggressive. Once he got into tarps, he should have waited for his teammates to push tower before pushing too deep into pillar, because he was just exposed from too many crosses. And I'm not sure if I touched on this, but I really like the communication there from Marian. When Icy was stuck in pillar, we saw two players come to his aid, one from tower stairs, one from the freezer hallway. That was perfect communication and perfect team play to help Icy get out of there and take down the Monty.
Coordination is up right now for Marian, and if they keep playing like this, we somehow will be seeing a potential reverse and overtime.
Yeah, hopefully these two rounds have built Marian's confidence up a little bit. They really need to keep stringing these rounds together, you know, just take it one round at a time. They still have a timeout. Both teams have a timeout, so if anything gets, you know, too dire, they can use it.
I see on this deployable shield. Just
Here we go,
the
classic ranked thermite breach.
The classic rank.
And it's just gonna get shot by the defense.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Icy takes so long to get it done, but it doesn't matter how long it takes. Is now the pressure is. They're trying to spray him down. Another thermite.
Now I'm questioning Miami, because was there a drone? Did we not see the shield? If we did see the shield, why are we pushing the shield with no util? Like,
what's going on? And swinging out. Icy still good for 2 though. And it's
Trade's
3v3.
coming out like crazy. It is a 3v3 now.
Device planted.
But it's gonna be nice for Marian. They get rid of the Twitch. There's no threat of any util destruction. Or util shut down his Pains. It's just gonna jump out the window and gun down Zinc.
I mean, that's just Solus 101. You hop on your scanner, you see someone on a camera outside, you jump out and kill them. Great play from Pains, and with that, Miami's unable to trade, giving the advantage to Marian.
They know where Moibaho is, or they're just waiting for him. No, Pains is there, he knows. He's scanning, he's shooting through the wall. He's almost shooting Pains through the wall. Air trap, scary.
Yeah, I'm really... This is a good play here. Pains is now falling off. You have the man advantage. There's less than a minute left. They know you're there. This is a good time to play passive. Moibaho's gonna find one, but the cap cans take out Moibaho. It is now on to the original Moibaho, as that was Maniac on his fake account that got
Or maybe he's
destroyed.
really count the Moibaho. 1 away from the ace. 1v1. If Marian loses this 1v1, season is over.
If Moibaho gets this ace, they'll be moving on to the round of 16. A lot riding on this right now, as he's going to attempt the plant. Bad aim with a shotgun and a C4, has the perfect tools to prevent the ace. He's going to throw the C4 very prematurely. He's not even going to blow it. I'm not sure what that is, but... Oh no, that's just unfortunate. He flashes himself. He swings in, but the shotgun will win out.
Flashed himself, and that actually might have bought enough time. He can't see. That actually does buy him enough time. Because he flashed himself, he couldn't really run cleanly into kitchen. And Marian again. No, this one's the skin of their teeth. The past 2 have been pretty decisive defensive wins, but now they're rolling.
Yep, Miami able to complete the perfect trifecta. They get all 3 defense rounds ready to go back to their primary site. when they're attacking the site, Miami is going to have to deal with Xyrox and they're going to have to deal with Pains. You know they're going to be aggressively roaming. You know they're going to have intel somewhere. Bring an IQ, bring some flank watch, bring some aggressive operators like Jacko, like Deimos, like Lion to try to root out these roamers, or else it's just going to be the same story with Xyrox and Pains, the duo roam combo, taking control of the round.
I'm still confused over that thermite play. Just
Yeah, that's yeah, me too, because I don't understand
ran
why they
vertical.
just walked into tower, small tower, with the shield right in their face. There wasn't even an attempt to clear it.
did they know there was a deployable?
10 seconds remaining.
If not, that is a massive missed drone and a crucial mistake
5
that they
seconds
made.
left.
Because they didn't even threaten Icy at all, even after the therm got, or even before the therm got shot out. They didn't pressure Icy at all, and he was just able to free peek one. Like,
Yeah,
nothing. They didn't even look at him.
That's a good point. Icy was really an MVP of that round, getting the 2 opening picks, taking down a thermite charge by shooting it. It was just a great round for Icy. He got a lot of like benefits playing that position so aggressively.
Oh, Phantom already taking a chunk of damage playing big window.
Yeah, once again, we're seeing a bit of a split push here. Not too uncommon on Oregon. Xyrox is lurking in small tower, though. Does he know that E-Phantom is outside?
Tagged him. I would assume they know. Is he gonna get?
Who's that? Oh, spots the head of, I believe, Ro, but misses his shots. Ro's able to stay alive in that position in bunks.
That could have been disastrous for either side if someone just had the better reaction speed. Doesn't happen though.
Looks like Miami's done a full rotation to master. Not a bad idea, but I am a little bit worried about their solo player on big window.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
They've opened up pool
A bomb
room,
has been located.
at least pool
Yeah.
room wall, so they have that angle onto site.
They have virtually no control right now. They have big window open, they have the breach open, but they have no trophy control, no armory control, no attic control. They're really gonna have to start fighting for space, like right now, if they want to have success in this round.
I was gonna say maybe they technically have control of big window, but even then, Road just waits for anyone to jump in. It's easy peasy for them to clean it up. They're gonna drone out one. Xyrox just gets rocked. Apparently, that's gonna be traded by Icy, and now a minute to go. Oh, on the main entrance, Pains guns down Moibaho.
Yeah,
43.
what a great play from Pains. He knew that some people were going to be pushing through a big door. He probably saw in a scanner that he wasn't droned out, and he just waited so patiently. What a great play. Hopefully he knows he's spotted on the cam. He does, but Moibaho V-Pix, also known as Maniac, will take him out. We are now tied at a 3v3.
Pains went for the drone there.
Yeah, I'm not sure
instead
how
of
many...
swinging.
I'm not sure how many Goyles are left up on the board, but there is a lot of denial right now up for Marian. You have a C4, you have at least 1 or 2 Goyo canisters, and you still have some castles up. This is going to be a hard execute for Miami, especially with the time dwindling down to 20 seconds.
It's only one on main right now. But they spotted out one with the prox alarm. The spray going to do good damage to Ro, but
Seconds remaining.
still take good damage in return. Flopper has gone down to Icy though.
Attackers dropped.
The nade's not
Yep.
gonna find anyone. Pushing onto Attic. Doesn't.
It's
Knife.
now a 1v2, but it is too little time. Icy again with a multi-kill round. The solo players again showing up for Marian, and we are now have a score line of 6-4.
What the heck?
Look at that round
6-4.
spread. Look at that. Look at that round spread.
10
has
for
been-
10 on defense, baby.
And it's not even like the defense bands were bad or something. They're
No,
good
they were the
defense
best
bands.
bands. They were pretty much the best bands you could get.
And like the glass band is basically a throwaway attack band. This should not be this defender sided, but it is. It's really crazy.
That round went through with Pains pretty much trading his life for a drone
Attackers
as well. He
need to
got
locate
his
and
one,
defuse
yes,
as
but
many
he did
bombs
also
as
just
they
give his life up and ruin the numbers game for a drone when he knew he scanned right before the swing. Should have went for the kill first.
Yeah, and you mentioned it in the pregame when we were talking about Marian's lineup that Icy was going to be a big player to watch out for. That he's basically the MVP of his team. He's their support player. He's their Mira, their Castle, their Ace, their Hard Breach, and he is their top frag right now. Icy needs to be stopped by Miami if they want to close this out in regulation.
Basement. Are they going to go back to the
seconds
Monty?
remaining.
Or they just... Nope, no Monty this time. Gridlock instead.
No, I think the Monty did work out for them a little bit. I think they just kind of over-aggressed and misplayed once they got the initial control, but I'm not too against switching off. It's reasonable to assume that Marian would be preparing for a Monty, especially since they brought it last round. So switching up the push, either going for a hatch push or a freezer main push, is probably going to give you a better chance of winning rather than just bringing Monty again.
This vertical just to throw a goo mine is legendary.
Yeah, if they hit that goo mine and the Legion, Xyrox, is still upstairs, he could peek those holes too. It all depends on whether or not Xyrox sticks up on the 3rd floor.
I don't know. Usually just get the roam out early and then just slowly come back to 2nd floor. Sometimes when you're covering basement, it's not always worth fighting top floor for super long or holding it forever.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is in.
So-
Did they drone out top floor player? I don't know who it was. There were 2 up there.
Bit of a
Moment.
slow start. Phantom's pushing up,
Hey,
catches out Pains. That's Pains down. Pains having a rough map, was a pretty staple player on Bank, falling a little quiet on
Haynes
Oregon.
did get droned out there. Phantom just literally followed a drone up the stairs and waited.
Yeah, it's good team play. It's something that Marian should have been doing when they were attacking. It's just like I said in the pregame, it is fundamental siege. You have a drone, you have someone following the drone, you have someone following the person following the drone. That's how it works. You get those refrags off the intel.
They get the cams down, and there's at least that, but they lose the C4s, and you can see Xyrox spotted out in armory there.
Yeah, Xyrox
Phantom?
plays such a
bomb has
late
been
flank.
located.
Does Miami know this? Will they recognize that the flank will come in late rather than early? Is going to tell whether or not Xyrox has success on his push.
Starting to enter, they're spotted out by, I think that's just stock cam.
Yeah, Moibaho starting to open up a rotate in between sites. Phantom does catch Xyrox. It's the 2 roamers down. It is starting to look dire for Marian. Marian needs this round for their season to stay alive. Miami, as of right now, is just taking too much control too fast.
What the heck was that explosion?
They're already down into Pillar.
Oh.
Bad. Ro is going to lose out his 1. It is now 5v2. Make that a
No way.
5v1. It is going to be Icy who has to step up huge here in order for Marian's season to stay alive. He doesn't. Moibaho secures the kill, and it is Miami moving on to the round of 16.
Oh, that one has to hurt because he was under your gun. You literally could not see him there when you ADS'd, and it was going so well for so long for Marian, and just one mistake early in the round slowly just cost them the series.
Yeah, it was a valiant effort from Marian, but just being down 6 rounds, it was just too much of a hill to climb for them. So yeah, Miami's going to take this one. They're going to move on to the round of 16, moving on to the 2nd round of playoffs.
Oh, that one, the 2-0 never really reflects how easy or hard a match is at times, and it was or the 6-0. The 6-0 in the first half makes this look like it was a significantly easier map than it was at the time because Marian had a phenomenal comeback to almost get themselves back into this game.
Yeah, and credit to Miami for taking off their opponent's map in such an almost dominant fashion. You know, they got the 6 rounds on defense. That was really what determined the round win, obviously, or the map win, obviously. It was just too much of a hill to climb for Marian. They started to come back, but they just couldn't complete it.
And that's gonna suck for a lot of these players because there's no, unlike the winter or fall season, there's no second one for this one. There's no run back after this, sadly.
Yeah, but I mean, credit where credit is due. Miami showed up big when they needed to. They fought back in Bank after going down 4-1, and they had a dominant start on Oregon, going up 6-0. So, I mean, really, it is no surprise that Miami won, just based on how well their first halves went on each map.
All right, and with the 2-0 coming through for Miami, we will head to a short break before we come back with an interview to close out the night. See you then.
welcome back, everyone. We are here with Lucas from Miami, who just beat Marian 2-0. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I came into this season and I didn't have a lot of experience on the game, but I got a lot of good teammates on my team. I got a lot of good friends been teaching me this season, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm glad we won.
Yep, so with this win, you're going to go on to the second round of playoffs, the round of 16. Just have a couple questions for you. Right off the bat, walk me through the ban phase, the map ban phase. How are you feeling with the maps that were picked? Bank, Oregon, then Club, which we didn't even make it to.
hmm A big thing when Logan, our captain's asking me about what type of maps we want to play, he's asking me what maps I'm most comfortable on. And I've played a lot just in ranked and in standard play. I played a lot of Oregon, so I like to play that a lot. And also Bank, we play a lot. So that as well.
Yeah, it seems like Oregon's one of those maps that's always played constantly, very, very default setup, stuff like that.
Speaking of bans, what was with the double glass ban this series?
We were initially going to ban Azami, or not Azami, sorry, Dokubi on attack, but we saw that they were banning it, so we decided to ban it as well. And in honor of one of our teammates that couldn't be here, who always wanted to ban Glaz, we wanted to ban him.
Yeah, well, obviously it worked out well for you if you went up 2-0 like that.
It was getting a little scary on the first map, though. We were getting a little scared about it, but and towards the end of the second map, we were almost choking it, but we pulled through.
Yeah, that brings me to my second question. On the first map, you guys went down 4-1. How did you guys keep the mentals calm? How did you guys get through the deficit in order to bounce back?
After we won the first round on attack, we were kind of feeling it, but then after we lost the 4, we were kind of getting a little scared. And Joey, our team captain, he likes to keep the mental in check. He was like, we just need this one, and it kind of just snowballed into that. And after we won that one, I think we won 4 in a row. So it just snowballed after that.
Going off of that, in the second map, 6-0 clean first half on the defense. You come into the second half, you go 0-4. Was it kind of a worry situation, or were you guys just like, we need the one? It doesn't matter if we lose 4 or 5. We just need the one in this half, and we're clean.
At the beginning, that's our mental. Honestly, we were riding really high, which is probably what made us lose 4 in a row. But after the first 2 rounds, it started clicking in our head a little bit that, oh crap, they're coming back a little bit. And I was kind of selling a little bit. I think the only round I had kills on the attack half was the last round. So probably a little bit of me selling. I had to get a little bit of gunning going on. So it's probably a little bit on me because I didn't have a kill except for that last game or that last round where we won. So, yeah.
What was your favorite moment in the game? Anything special stand out to you?
Ooh. I liked on Bank, I almost had a little 1v3 and I sold. I was very sad about that, but that would have been my favorite moment. But yeah. I didn't have any other favorite moments. I think I'm just butthurt about that a little bit.
Okay, yeah, okay. I understand that. I liked the team kills. There was what, 2 team kills throughout the game? I know you guys had one on Bank.
Who got team killed? It was probably Joey. I probably team killed him.
I forget who got team killed, but it was on Bank defense.
Okay.
You guys team killed each other. That was
during the
fun.
Candela mess while they were trying to drop down hatch. Just someone was spraying and praying through the blind.
Yeah, it was probably me.
All right. I guess the last question I have is, you have anything to say to your opponents that you'll be facing in the next round of playoffs?
Good luck. We got a good players on our team. Moibaho, feet picks, good dynamic duo right there. So you got to look out for them, basically.
Kimichi, do you have anything else before we head off for the night?
No questions, but of course, congrats on the game. Thanks for playing. Great games today.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
Oh yeah, that's right. Anything you want to say to anyone before we go off for the night?
I want to shout out my dogs, Biscuit, Jake, and Minnie. And I also want to shout out Logan, my team captain. And also I want to shout out my girlfriend, Julia, because I actually ditched her to play this match right here. So
she'll understand when you.
She'll understand.
Yeah.
I'll show her this.
You come back, it's like, oh yeah, we 2-0'd. She'll get it.
Of course.
All right, well, congratulations again on your win. Next Thursday will be the next round of playoffs. You'll be playing, we're not sure yet because the rest of the playoff games are going on at this time too. So good luck to you in the next round, and we hope you can pull through.
All right, sweet. Thank you guys.